Today we're going to be answering the question, what is Animal Crossing? I'm sure that a lot of you have heard about Animal Crossing through games like Smash Brothers or I don't know, I'm sure there's more out there, but like you can play as the villager character, you can play as Isabelle character in Smash Bros. Ultimate, and I'm sure you're probably wondering, what is this game? Where did it come from? How do you play it? What's the thing about it? And so this is what we're going to try to answer in today's question. We're not going to go so much into the history. In fact, we're not going to cover that at all, but we're just going to talk about what is Animal Crossing. I've been looking all over YouTube to share with my friends because, my friends that play Animal Crossing, I love it. I think it's a great game. And there's not very many videos explaining what Animal Crossing is on YouTube. And so I said, why not just make my own? What is Animal Crossing?
Animal Crossing spans across 4 main titles, first being Population Growing for the GameCube, second, Wild World for the DS, third, City Folk for the Wii, and last, Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival for the Wii U. Huh! Gotcha. The most recent game in this franchise was New Leaf for the 3DS, and this is the game that really sucked me in. Even though there are 4 different games, they basically all have the same idea. You start as this dude, branching out on your own, getting a new life in a place that you've never seen before, with animal villagers that have their own unique personalities. Typically when you arrive, you have no place to stay, and a raccoon dude named Tom Nook will get you set up, providing you with a house. Since you are alive with little to no money, you gotta pay off for the house somehow, right? This is the main core of the game. To do this, you can collect fossils, fish, bugs, shells, furniture, and even fruit, and sell them for in-game currency called bells. While this is the core of the game, you can pay off your house whenever you like, so feel free to venture off on other new ideas and things you have in your town, and meet other people. Speaking of other people, doing all those tasks isn't the only way to make money though. Once you talk to the villagers in your town, they might let you run errands and give you a reward when you come back. This lets you discover what types of animals that live in your town, and eventually, the more you talk to them, you'll start to have a favorite one. Let's be real, they're all adorable. The part that really sold this game for me, and probably the game's biggest feature, is the real-time clock. When you start the game, it will ask you if the time is correct, and you've got to set it to the right time. This may sound unimportant, but the slogan of the franchise is, the game that plays even when you don't. So this way, when it's dark in real life, it's dark in the game. Certain shops get closed, animals go to sleep, different bugs come out, different fish can be caught, and so many more things that you can explore. With the real-time clock, it brings the seasons: spring, summer, winter, and fall. All of these include the respective holidays like Christmas, Halloween, April Fool's Day, 4th of July, New Year's, Easter, Valentine's Day, and even your own birthday. And with these seasons, you can expect to see rain, snow, falling leaves, the leaves turning different colors. Everything is inspired by the real-time clock. To get the idea, it's an open-ended life simulator like the Sims games. You play the role of the most important person in town and can control basically all that goes on, while collecting money for your house upgrade and getting the perfect town by doing tasks that kind of make everything look good. Those aren't the only main things you can do. There's other things that you can do, so it's all open-ended. You can choose where you want to live for the most part, and place down any furniture any way you like. With your person, like your character, your appearance is set at the very beginning of the game depending on what choices you choose, but typically you can change it later on if you like. And there are also a variety of clothes, and you can dress any way you want. It's up to you, with the addition of making your own clothes. With all the bugs, fish, and fossils, you can choose to sell them, or you can send them into the museum. The museum will collect all your bugs, fossils, and paintings, and you can see them forever and ever and ever. And once you get the museum packed out, that's all good. There's no really reward for it, but it's still fun, and it's a great accomplishment nonetheless. I would be remiss if I didn't talk about some of the in-game characters. Aside from all of the villagers that visit your town, there are a lot of other characters in this game that stay permanently. They all kind of vary depending on what game you play and what system it's on, but here's a quick recap of the important ones you meet in almost every game. Tom Nook. The little raccoon dude we talked about earlier, yeah, he's going to be very important to this franchise. He opens a shop in your town, or sometimes he might offer a house to you, and he's a pretty cool guy. Tortimer is the mayor before you in New Leaf, and he kind of runs the town, makes sure things go smoothly. He's a very nice, humble old man, and he's really interesting to talk to. I love talking to him. Rover, he's the first character you meet in almost every game. He's a little blue cat. He's kind of weird, kind of pushy, doesn't really listen to you all that well, but he was basically the one that decides how you look in a lot of the games. Sable and Mabel, these are the hedgehogs that run the clothing shop, and you can go to them if you want to make your own designs for your own clothing, or if you want to buy different clothes from them. And yeah, KK Slider, he is probably my favorite character in Animal Crossing. He comes in on every Saturday, and you can talk to him, and he'll play you a song that you can listen to in your house. And I love him. He's a great guy. He's a super cool dude. I aspire to be like KK Slider. There's Pelly, Phyllis, and Pete. These are the people that run the post office, and I think that is hilarious because all of their names begin with P. Pelly takes over in the day shift, Phyllis takes over the night. Phyllis is normally really grumpy, so I prefer to talk to Pelly, and Pete, of course, delivers the letters. Mr. Rossetti is a very important character in this game. Be sure to not turn off the game without saving, because if you don't save, he will come and terrorize you. Like, he is super scary in the GameCube games. So much so that they had to tone him down a little bit because kids kept on getting scared. So, watch out for Mr. Rossetti. Cap'n, I love him. He can take you to the island. He sings a song for you. He's like an old sailor type turtle, and I love him. He's great.
Probably one of the biggest reasons why there aren't very many videos on YouTube explaining what Animal Crossing is because it means so many different things to so many different people. The fact that millions of players across the world can enjoy the same game but have different and unique experiences every time they play is truly that something can't be said about any other gaming franchise. Like, you play games like Ocarina of Time, sure, you may have fun playing that game, but it's not going to be a totally different experience every time you play unless you discover something you haven't previously discovered. In Animal Crossing, there's so many different things to discover that you have never seen before, that some people may have never heard or have seen before. And so it's just one of those games that keeps on growing and growing and growing. This game is charming, unique, and wonderful. So if you haven't already, try to pick up a copy somewhere on any platform, on any system, whatever it comes on and what you have, try to find a game for it, and hopefully you enjoy it as much as we have. If you like what you watched today, please be sure to squeeze that subscribe button. I probably couldn't see that because the focus probably went out of Jack, but this is a stress cheese. It really helps us out, and it lets you know that you're not missing out on anything we do here. Animal Crossing New Horizons can't come soon enough, and hopefully we'll see you on the next one.